So it is believed that Rodrigo is the chosen one to replace Luis Diaz this summer. Liverpool's spending shows no means of letting up, with the Brazilian Wonder Kid one stage the new target for left wing. Hello Liverpool fans and welcome back to For the Reds. My name is Ryan. First of all, thank you so much for the support recently on the channel. If you are new and you enjoy the content, then please leave the video a like, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you know when I am going live or post a new video. Everything is centred around our beloved Liverpool Football Club. So with this one, let's jump straight into it. Rodrygo is outstanding. Now, if you've been anywhere near the live streams recently, whether it's with my channel or Talking Reds, you'll know that I am a massive fan of Rodrygo, and I'm probably almost as excited with the possibility of signing him as I was Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak. I believe he has the potential to be future world-class Ballon d'Or competitor. I really rate him highly. I believe he would completely change our attack in the dynamic of how we go about things. He's a little bit closer to, I'd say, a Desiree at PSG, where he's more get the ball and run at you. There's not necessarily a need for step-overs and skills and flicks and tricks, although his footwork and his Brazilian flair can bring that out. He appears to me as a lot more of a direct player, someone who gets you on your seat every time he picks up the ball. You know, they remind me of like a flying red arrow. They're just constantly at you non-stop. And I think that's what Liverpool have lacked a little bit in attack in previous seasons. I know the modern winger is a little bit different, where it's receive, cut back, play midfielder, and then try and do an underlapping run, or you know, you might use your fullback and do an overlapping run, etc. So I get that it's a little bit different. But PSG have been probably the most exciting team in Europe this season due to their ability to just fly into attacks, play fluid football, beat players and beat defences with ease, and create loads of overloads and scary transitional moments due to their fluidity in positions, but also their absolute blistering pace and directness. Mohamed Salah, Hugo Ekitike and Rodrigo would bring that in absolute abundance, with Florian Wirtz pinning it all together. Rodrigo would be an outstanding, and I'd even potentially use the word transformational signing for Liverpool Football Club. So it's been reported by L'Equipe tonight that Liverpool are almost certain, I believe they used the word, or would definitely replace Luis Diaz if he was to leave with Rodrigo. Now, Liverpool played Stoke today in a pre-season friendly behind closed doors, and everyone was involved apart from 3 players. Luis Diaz, which is an extremely interesting one because there's no injury surrounding him. Alisson Becker, which I believe is giving the player a bit more of a compassionate leave after Diogo, and then also managing his minutes due to the fact of that he is a goalkeeper who picks up quite a few, little injuries. So anytime you can give him a bit of an extended rest, that helps. And McAllister, who we know has already been reported, is carrying a slight knock from the back end of last season, and we're just managing those minutes through. So if Luis Diaz is on this, pending move to Bayern Munich and personal terms have been agreed as reported, then that begs the question, where do Liverpool move next after the player leaves? And there's been talk of Alexander Isak, but I don't really think that makes much sense in terms of like the depth and the build-up of how the attack would look. So you can only presume that it will be one left winger out and one left winger in. If that's the case, as being reported, that will be Rodrigo. Liverpool fly tonight. It should be pretty soon whilst I'm recording this video, to their tour of Asia. If Luis Diaz is not on that flight, you can expect 100% that a pending move to Bayern Munich is about to go through next week, and Liverpool will really ramp up their interest in whoever their left wing replacement is. As being reported, hopefully it's Rodrigo. Now, I'm a firm believer of Liverpool are trying to do basically next season's business in this window as well, because there's been a few certain market opportunities that probably wouldn't present themselves any other time, but have done this summer. Florian Wirtz being one example, and I think Rodrigo is the other. When players of this ilk and calibre come on the market and you have a very, very, very genuine chance of signing them, it improves your team, it improves your starting 11, improves your squad, it improves the overall age and future planning of your team. It just makes perfect sense to go and strike now. So it may look like Liverpool are spending loads of money, and it might appear as though, well, we might get priced out of that after signing Hugo Ekitike, but Liverpool's finances are in such a healthy position that any deal for Rodrygo is more than attackable. I firmly expect it to happen in the next, I'd say, 5 to 7 days, 100%. It is also rumoured and reported that Rodrigo is set to have crunch talks with Xabi Alonso, where the manager is set to reiterate his message of that we cannot guarantee you the minutes and that you are down the pecking order when it comes to the attacking line behind Rodrygo, Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe. They also had the striker, I can't remember his name, who ended up, smashing it in the Club World Cup, the youngster. So you'd imagine he's probably, close to being around where his situation is in the pecking order. So is this a move that could suit Rodrygo? I believe so. I think that the player is needing a fresh challenge, but also I think having a club where he is on that pedestal, where he's loved and adored by the fans and he's supported by his players and his staff and his coaches, and he gets that feeling of I am the main man here, or I am one of the main men. I can see him just taking his levels to a whole new height, and his current level at Real Madrid is not bad at all. He's got nearly 40 goals and assists in 60 Champions League games for Real Madrid under the age of 24, which is super, super impressive. And that's playing out of position and accommodating for other players. So just imagine what he could do if he was Liverpool's starting left winger with Hugo Ekitike, Mohamed Salah and Florian Wirtz bouncing off him. I am desperate for this signing to happen, and I could not be more excited. I will be keeping my eyes peeled on it every single day. My phone screen time is probably disgusting at this point, and I'm having to put the spectacles on because I'm getting headaches from staring at the screen so much, but I can't help flicking through this incredible transfer that we're going through at the moment with Liverpool Football Club. And if Rodrygo is added to that list of incomings, my head will fall off. So, if you think it's going to happen, leave a like on this video. If you enjoy the content and you want to see more about Liverpool Football Club, then you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. I am live pretty much every day or every other day talking everything Liverpool Football Club with you guys. And I am also over on TikTok at the same For the Reds, where you get daily videos. I really appreciate the support, and hopefully Rodrygo is on his way to Liverpool Football Club.